So we're here in Adelaide, in the CBD. It's nice and sunny, nice and warm, very hot for racing. It's just 1 week post Tour Down Under, and I'm still a bit tired, still trying to recover, mentally and physically. A pinch me moment was even just walking to breakfast in the Hilton, and you'd see like everyone, and I was like, I do not belong here. Like, no, why am I here? And it was pretty awesome.
Emily, congratulations.
I'm Emily. I'm 18 years old. I just finished high school, just 2024. I just got into uni, but I'm deferring that a year. I'm really looking forward to continuing my education. I got into occupational therapy, so I'm super excited for that. It really motivates me to help people, and I think to be able to be there for someone when they are in need, that would be really nice. Just being able to see people's progress, I think would be quite rewarding. So I'd love to do that as a future occupation. I've always ridden bikes. I used to hate bikes. My parents used to go out mountain biking a lot, so I joined them, much to my disgust. But then during COVID, because I always played sports, but then during COVID, everything kind of got cancelled, like netball and everything, couldn't do that. So I just jumped on Zwift on an old bike that Dad had. I just challenged myself to do Zwift every day, just an hour. And then after everything kind of opened up again, I was like, oh, I kind of like this. And so I begged Dad to let me race, and then I raced my first race. 2020 is probably when I first started. Racing probably 2022 or 2021. I was 15, I think. I'm still trying to figure out what type of rider I am. I think maybe I definitely like hills. I really like the climbing stages and stuff. And they're GC, overall. Definitely not a sprinter, that's for sure. Everyone could out sprint me, I think. Hills are where I think I do better, yeah. So I went over earlier in 2024 for just a block of racing in Europe, just to race some Belge kermesses and stuff. Oh, it was so scary. My first race was in Netherlands, a Nations Cup with 120 people. I know it's not that much, it's kind of normal for people if they race in Europe, but for me, I was coming from racing 40 people to 120 or 160, and it was so hectic, and I was so scared, and it was I never want to race again, but it kind of motivated me. I was I don't want to be like this in a race. I want to actually be able to race, not just hang on. Having done that block, I think I can, and I saw huge improvements just in the 1 month, so I'm really excited to race with the whole season with the team. I'm super excited to learn stuff because I know how much I learned in that one block. My plans for 2025 this year was to hopefully go back, find a team, but at the moment it's so hard especially for Australians, to get an opportunity to race with a team overseas. And so that's why Zwift Academy is so important, because it provides those opportunities. But obviously only one person can win it, and there's so many other people that are looking for opportunities like that. I didn't really think of doing the Zwift Academy. I didn't know if I was actually old enough to do it or not. I always thought it would be a great idea and just to give it a go. But there was actually a race I was supposed to do that got cancelled one day. And so, because of the bad weather, because it was in the middle of winter in Melbourne. It's always bad weather. And then, I was I found this Zwift race. It was the first race of Zwift Academy, and I was I'll just do it, see what happens. It was just a 30-minute flat-out time trial up a hill. So I was okay, cool, I'll do it. So I did 2 races and then 6 workouts. The workouts were so hard. I was I'm not going to finish these. This is ridiculous. Maybe my FTP was set too high, I don't know, but they were super hard. And then from there, they choose maybe 10 people, and then they interview them, and then they choose 6 people, and then they make it 4. So it's kind of a bit of a process. When I found out I was going, I was what? Someone's paying for me to go to Portugal? Doesn't really seem real. And my mum was I'm just sending you off. We have no proof that this is real. She was a bit scared, but no, I was super excited.
Scared.
Yeah, we thought it. I was is this actually real? Because I thought it was so far out of reach. I was super excited when I found out. So I got to the camp, and I saw my teammate was there, which was pretty cool. Past teammate, Emma, and we're quite close, so it was really cool to have someone who I knew there. It was so fancy. I was I do not belong here. Everything was really structured, and they'd planned out so much. I never had so many people doing so many things for me, and I felt a bit out of place, but it was really cool. And then I don't think anything could have prepared me for the week. Well, it was 4 days of intense, you want to call them challenges, I think, I don't know. It was really cool also meeting the team, like, because some of the team was there while we were doing the Zwift Academy challenges, and we got to ride with them, especially the generation team. We got to ride with them a lot, and it was really cool to just like learn from them and ask them questions, and they were really friendly. So I felt really special. It was really cool. I felt quite comfortable with the team, and they were so friendly, and I think they mixed it in really well with the team camp. So it meant that once I won, I got to stay on for a week and also bond with the team more, which I think was really important because I'm feeling really confident and comfortable to go and race with them. I got along with them all really well in the generation team. Hrrypwll is my age. I actually raced with her in a few of the Nations Cups earlier in 2024. So I knew her, so she was kind of a familiar face. I hadn't actually spoken to her, but I remember racing with her. We're both the same age, moving out of juniors, and that'll be really nice to kind of go through that together. I think the biggest adjustment moving to Europe is going to be like being away from home. Not being able to see my dog every day because I love her. Just not seeing my family is going to be hard for such a long time. I think it's going to be really important to build a network of people around me, not just in the team, but also just meeting new people. And I need to kind of put myself out of my comfort zone and go and meet new people. I think that's going to be really important, but a big shift in my life. So I think it will be a little bit challenging at the start, yeah. A race I'm quite proud of was the Tour Down Under 2025. I came 19th in the Queen stage on stage 2 at Wollonga, which I was a bit surprised with. I didn't really think I had the legs for it. I found myself in the front group after the first time up Wollonga Hill, so we had to do it twice. I was happy with that, and then second in the young riders class. It was a massive jump. I've never raced a World Tour race before, so I didn't really know what to expect. Well, it wasn't a shock. I knew it was going to be the case, that they are very good at positioning and they're super confident with, kind of giving you a little push, and I need to get less I just need to stick my elbows out, I think. Going to be next week actually racing the Cadel Evans Road Race, also with the Australian cycling team. So that's another World Tour race, which I'm really looking forward to because there was a few things in the Tour Down Under, well, a lot that I know I need to learn, but I've walked away from it, looked back on what I need to improve on, and I'm kind of hungry for more because I want to put some new things into play and improve. I know it's only one race, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then, yeah, there's a few domestic races in Australia I'm going to do with my Australian club team just for the next month and a bit. And then I'll head over to Europe with the team, which I'm really excited for. I've never raced in Italy, so I'm super excited to race a few races there. France as well. I really like France. I've been there just riding in the Alps, so I'm excited to hopefully race there. Just any racing in Europe is going to be pretty cool. Very hectic, but I kind of like that. Yeah, there's so much going on at once, and you just have to learn to take it on and just embrace it. I think looking back on 2025 this year, I'll be satisfied if I'm more confident in positioning in the bunch. That's something I really it's frustrating me. But also, yeah, be satisfied with my results and learn to help the team as well, because that's going to be a new thing too, coming out of junior racing, which we didn't really work as a team. But yeah, I think I'll be satisfied if I've been able to help the team and I can celebrate their victories as well, because I've helped them. So that will be something I'm really hoping to get out of the year. What motivates me? I want to be a better version of myself, always to be a better me, not really for other people. I know what I want and I will find a way to get there. I'd love to obviously go pro with cycling. It's about the process, not just about getting there, so about taking the right steps. Also, yeah, I just want to be happy in life and I want to be proud of what I've done, and I don't want to be sitting here going, I could be better, because then I'll go and do it. I have a few cycling role models who I really look up to. Neve Bradbury, obviously. She also came through the Zwift pathway. I really look up to her, and she's a lovely person off the bike as well. So I think that's something I really aspire to be like, because she always engages with the younger cyclists as well, and she's always at the local crits, and just she's a normal person. So I really look up to her, and also Sarah Gigante as well. Similar kind of person, very friendly and works very hard, and so that's something I really want to be like. There's a lot that stands out to me about the team, which I'm super excited for. The kit is awesome. It's like so cool. And even just racing Tour Down Under, I wasn't with the team, but racing with the team in the peloton, like I could see them and I was like, oh, I'm going to be racing in that kit. That's pretty cool. And also, I really want to learn German. Well, I want to learn a little bit of German. I know it's very hard. My brother's trying to learn it because he has a German girlfriend. I know it's going to be tricky, but I just want to try and learn a little bit to be respectful as well. But it sounds like a very harsh language. Coming from an English speaker, I really want to learn it because it sounds pretty cool. I'm very excited for this year. I think, if you can't tell, I'm like buzzing. I really want to get over to Europe and just start the season and get into it.
I think I'm dreaming. Like, I don't think this is real. Mind blown. I have no words. I'm sorry. I don't have any words. I'm just so excited. I'm holding like the bike and it's a very comfy jersey too. It's a life-changing. I'm so lost for words. I don't know. Yeah, it's like my whole life has changed. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for next year. Yes. Oh.